the German comparative form of the adjective. In today's video, I will explain to you how the German comparative works, when you have to use it, how you can form it, what you have to pay attention to if it comes to irregularities, and of course I will show you when you actually have to add the adjective ending, aka adjective declension. Hi, my name is Jan and I'm your German teacher here on EasyDeutsch, your YouTube channel for German grammar. Today's topic is der Komparativ, so the German comparative form of the adjective. The comparative in German actually works quite similar to the English comparative, but there's one difference. It works with all adjectives. That's very different from English. And sometimes you have to add some adjective declension endings. So let's switch into my ebook German Grammar Explained Easily, and let's have a look how German comparative works. So we're here now in my ebook German Grammar Explained Easily. Today's topic is the German comparative, so der Komparativ. So let's jump right there in my ebook. The comparative form of the adjective is the so-called first form of comparison, and it describes things that are not the same. So we use that if we compare things and they are simply not the same. If you want to have a more general explanation on how you can compare stuff in German, I have another video for you that I will link in the info cards here. So let's have a look at the comparative now. The comparative is created the same way you do that in English. You take the adjective and add an ER to it. So usually it's also followed by als. That's also similar to English. So Kevin runs faster than Max. Kevin rennt schneller als Max. So fast plus ER plus in English it's then. In German we use als. And the same here in the second example, Lisa ist kleiner als Maria. Lisa is smaller than Maria. That's exactly the same thing. Maybe different from English. In German, that works with all adjectives. But there are some irregularities. So, for example, if the adjective ends in EL, the E is removed when constructing the comparative form. For example, sensibel, so sensible, sensibler. Pay attention, it is not removed in the superlative form. What's the superlative? There's a separate video for this. I will link that in the info cards for you too. So that's sensible, more sensible, and the most sensible, or I don't think there's another way in English to say that. Also, we have dunkel, dunkler, am dunkelsten. So dark, darker, the darkest. Here we have the EL, so we have to drop the E here in the comparative form. Same with flexible, flexibel in German, flexibler, am flexibelsten. So flexible, more flexible, and the most flexible. In English, you sometimes have to use more and most. In German, you don't. It always works with the ER ending. But if the adjective has already ER, then we also have to drop the E, but different from EL, only if there is another vowel in front of the ER. What's a vowel? A, E, I, O, and U. Those are vowels. All the other letters are consonants. So here, a few examples. Teuer, so expensive. Teurer. Here we have to drop this E because there is another vowel. Also sauer, so sour. Sauer, saurer, am sauersten. Here we have to drop the E. And pay attention, sauber, so clean, sauberer. We do not drop the E because that's a consonant, that's not a vowel. No A, E, I, O, or U. That's why with the E. In spoken language, colloquial language, it's sometimes dropped. So if you drop it in a conversation, nobody will perceive that as wrong. It's done by native speakers if it sounds better, if it's easy to pronounce. But grammar-wise, in an exam, with the E, if there is no vowel, and without the E, if there is a vowel. And pay attention, monosyllabic adjectives often form their comparative with an umlaut. So those are the vowels with the dots. E, Ö, and Ü. Monosyllabic means there is just one syllable, so just one vowel in there. Groß, big, becomes größer, so the O gets the dots. And the same with klug, smart. Klug, klüger. Alt, älter. So smart, smarter, and old and older. The same goes for the superlative. More about superlative in a separate video. But of course, we also have to pay attention to some irregularities. Not all adjectives care about the rules. Some of them just simply don't care and get their own comparative form. So, for example, the adjective gut, their comparative here, the comparative here is besser. And groß, größer, regular, but in superlative there will be something irregular. Hoch, for some reason we drop the C here. The dots is regular, it's just one syllable, so we have to add dots, but no C anymore. Viel goes to mehr, and gern or lieb go to lieber. So that's good, better, high, higher, a lot, and more. And this doesn't really exist in English. It's like or to like more. So yeah, those are the most common irregular adjectives. If you check out my ebook with the 40+ German grammar list, there you have a more comprehensive list of all the irregular adjectives and comparative and superlative as well. And of course, if we're talking about adjectives, we have to talk about the adjective declension. If you don't know yet what adjective declension actually is, I will link the video, the playlist in the info cards here for you. Here I will explain to you when you actually have to use it and how. Remember, adjectives in front of nouns have to be adjusted, the ending has to be adjusted according to their case and gender. So, for example, hat ein schnelleres Auto als ich. Here we have the comparative form in front of a noun, which now requires an extra ending, the adjective ending. Also, Jan ist ein besserer Lehrer als Max. So Jan is a better teacher than Max. Here we have to do the same thing. We add the adjective ending. Jermaine is der schnellste Mann der Welt. So Jermaine is the fastest man on earth. This is actually superlative, not comparative, but we have to adjust endings here as well. So always remember, if you actually have it in front of a noun, you take the adjective, then the ER, and then the ending according to the adjective declension. So now you know all the secrets of the German Komparativ. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to write them in the comment section below. If you've learned a lot today, I'm always happy if you like the video, maybe share with your friends, and of course subscribe to my channel. The ebook that you've just seen here in the video can also be purchased. The link to that you will find in the info section below. It's always a great support. Thank you for that. No matter if you just comment, like, share the video, subscribe to my channel, or even buy my books. Thank you very much for this. And then I hope I will see you again in one of my other videos. And until then, viel Spaß und Erfolg beim Deutschlernen.